Draft day is here, y'all. Draft day is here. Shout out to Peter in the chat, man. Shout out to Peter in the chat. Shout out to Peter Sleazy. Not while I'm in school. Come on, bro. Hey, nah. Not gonna be streaming all day. We are gonna be running back tonight. I just had to jump on real quick, man. Talk about some rumors that we got in the building. Shout out to y'all that's in the chat though. 10 in the morning, Eastern time, at least for me. But we gotta start addressing a little bit of the rumors that we got going on right now, man. Gotta talk about a couple of the different rumors that are going on right now. If you haven't seen, it seems like Jaxson Dart is the biggest name right now. And for the past couple of days, I've been telling people, hey, there's gonna be a lot of names thrown about. This is draft day. When you're starting to hear it on draft day, you might start believing it. I'm hearing a lot of buzz that the Giants will make a trade somewhere in the first for Dart. Exactly what I'm seeing, Pete. Exactly what I'm seeing. Exactly what I'm seeing right now. We gotta start talking about it. Jaxson Dart potentially being someone that the Giants are interested in. Listen, Jaxson Dart has been someone that's been spoken on early in the process. A lot of people were telling me about Jaxson Dart, Ole Miss quarterback. So, he has the connections. Eli Manning coming from Ole Miss. So he was always a topic. But now here we are sitting on draft day. And apparently they're looking to trade up to draft him. I've seen some smoke talking about trading up with the Commanders, trading up with the Rams. I'm seeing Daniel Jeremiah mock us trading up to take Jaxson Dart as well. So it's time to start believing it and not get shocked if it does happen. Where am I with it with Jaxson Dart? There's some things I like about Jaxson Dart. There's definitely some things that clearly shows why he's not one of the top quarterbacks in this class, but he's an interesting prospect that potentially, hey, if they want to take a swing on him, I'm not opposed to it. It's just trading up, giving up assets. What does that look like? What are we giving up to go get Jaxson Dart to be our future? Personally, I want Milroe. Yeah, I think the same thing with Milroe. Honestly, for Milroe or Dart, both of them, it's just what are you giving up to go get them? The quarterback tax is real, and that's why we would have to trade up to get them in the first. If not, you're probably seeing a team like the Browns in the second round scoop them up before we get to. What are we giving up for a guy like Jaxson Dart? It's funny because I feel like the number 3 talk is all but done. It looks like Abdul Carter is going to be the pick at 3. That's what everyone's saying. That's what everyone's reporting on. I mean, even Abdul Carter was making comments yesterday talking about, if he's a Giant, all that Eagle stuff is behind him. A couple different things that we see, but Abdul Carter seems to be the pick at 3. Would be shocked if it wasn't Abdul Carter at this point. Seems all but finished. But now the latest reports is that the New York Giants might be picking twice in this first round tonight, man. Might be picking twice. I'm all for getting your quarterback. If you believe it's a guy, it's the same way that we spoke on him previously. Are you willing to let your guy pass when you're sitting at the number 3 overall pick, letting him pass and potentially get him later? All signs point towards Dart being available, Milroe being available, but yeah. It's going to be, what are you giving up, man? Is it going to cost that 34 pick? It seems like it probably will. Is it going to cost multiple second round picks? We're going to see. Jaxson Dart was always number 2 quarterback in the draft. I even had my video saying that he could be probably one of the better ones, if not the best one. It's one of my top videos on the channel the last couple months. If you haven't seen that, make sure you check it. But Jaxson Dart he has some traits, man. He really does. He makes throws. He has some traits. I feel like all quarterbacks kind of show that, but in my opinion, I think he's a better quarterback than Jalen Milroe. Personally, I'll take Dart over Milroe. Milroe has the running upside. Dart is a little bit mobile as well, not as mobile. But yeah, man, this video, if I could pull it up real quick. Not here anymore. Let me share my screen real quick. If you haven't seen a video on, as I turned off my camera for no reason. If you haven't seen the video I dropped on Jaxson Dart, This quarterback will shock the NFL. Jaxson Dart. Go ahead and click that video if you haven't already. Posted that video 3 months ago talking about Jaxson Dart and what he could be for the Giants and what there is that's intriguing about him. What there is that's intriguing about him, man. Overall, I think about when you think about Jaxson Dart, for me, he's athletic, has a strong arm, cannon. The biggest thing is his can he play and can he run an NFL offense? That's the biggest thing. He didn't really run an NFL offense out there at Ole Miss, running a lot of vertical concepts, letting the ball fly quickly. He didn't really have progressions to read through. So can he do that at the next level? That's the biggest thing. But if we trade up, man, that's our future. Jaxson Dart could be our future. That's why we got to start talking about it, man. We were chatting on X. Shout out to you in Korean. Jaxson Dart, whoa, Josh Allen-esque Allen's arm strength. A little bit stronger, but he is close. Hey, he let that ball fly. That was the one thing I spoke about in that video. Once again, if you haven't seen that video, it was uploaded 3 months ago on my channel. I'll even post a link in the chat. If you haven't seen that video, man, check out that video. Talked about the man 3 months ago. 3 months ago, man. Definitely check out that video. But Jaxson Dart potentially being traded up. We got a couple people in the building. Make sure you're liking up the stream. Just doing a quick little live stream talking about the rumors right now. The rumor is that Jaxson Dart is going to be the pick if we trade up. Potentially, we're looking to trade up to select Jaxson Dart. What do y'all think about? What do you guys think about Joe Shane's son posting Jaxson Dart? That was crazy yesterday. For whatever reason, now he went private. Jaxson Dart. As I'm pulling it up on Twitter real quick. Then block. I'm so getting lost in thought. Shout out to Warren Sharp. A lot of people were tweeting on it yesterday, but shout out to Warren Sharp when it comes to this. Apparently, Giants GM Joe Shane's son posted a Jaxson Dart highlight reel on his IG this NFL draft eve and then set his account to private. And as you see it right here, this is Joe Shane's son, Carson Shane, famously known for, hey, go get Jaden Daniels last year. This is the guy right here. He is now private. He wasn't private. He is now private. But that was last night. NFL Draft Eve. That was last night, man. Good morning, West End. Good morning, my guy. Appreciate you for tapping in. If he had taught to read multiple routes, he would be amazing. DJ cannot sling it like that in his first read. Loose lips, sink ships. That's a fact. Jaxson Dart, I see him having an it factor. Listen, once again, there's a lot of things to like about Jaxson Dart's game. There's just a reason why he's not the top pick. A couple blunders that happened last season, a couple boneheaded plays. A lot of quarterbacks tend to do those things. Some people are comparing, Jaxson Dart to Daniel Jones, and being transparent, I feel like that's just any Caucasian quarterback that we're looking to draft at this point. It's annoying that that's kind of what people jump to, but if you haven't seen it as well, quarterback class, Jaxson Dart, check that out. I watched it this morning as well. Got to start looking at it, man. Jaxson Dart could be the play. If Jaxson Dart's your quarterback and we give up the number 34 pick and potentially a second rounder next year, that's what I've seen as one of the packages. What are you guys feeling about that? Do you feel like it's worth it? We wouldn't have a second round pick. Our next pick would be our round 3 pick, which is pick 65. So we did mock drafts. We did a whole lot. It was addressing a lot of the D tackle position. You wouldn't see those top guys end up on this team, but we would get Abdul Carter, the best prospect in the draft, arguably, with Travis Hunter, and then you're walking away with your quarterback for the future in Jaxson Dart. If Brian Daboll loves Jaxson Dart, hey, nobody can say that Daboll didn't get to pick his quarterback, that Shane didn't get to pick his quarterback. If they're willing to take a gamble, trade up and go get Jaxson Dart, nobody can say they didn't get their guy. Nobody can say they didn't get their guy. Every Twitter notification, I just had to run it by real quick. If Dart gets picked by another team and becomes a winner, I would be so pissed at his kid. for ruining it for us. Hey, you ain't lying. I see Kayvon in the 34 pick to trade up. That would be costly, man. I'm on board to keep Kayvon. I don't want to get rid of Kayvon. I'd give up a second rounder this year, and I'll be willing to give up a second rounder next year. I would. It's for a quarterback. Granted, you gotta love the quarterback, and it seems like they do. Seems like they do. We got 14 people in here, man. Make sure you like up the stream. Let me know your thoughts. Jaxson Dart potentially being the QB1 of the team. That might be the moves for the New York Giants tonight, man. Once again, we're going to be live tonight. Just going live real quick to chat it up about the smoke going on right now. What if we draft Ewers? Nah, man, I don't even want to think about that. Let's not even talk about that. Let's not even talk about that, man. Ewers is not coming here. Ewers is not coming here. I will cry loud if we get Jaxson Dart. I will say you were pushing Jaxson Dart when I was live with Authentic, which, by the way, shout out to everyone that was in the chat when I was live with Authentic. I had some other things to get to, so I wasn't able to read every single chat. I had to pinpoint my questions. Shout out to Authentic, though. Watch it back if you haven't already. Super good stream. A lot of people were clamoring in there, and you were one of them talking about Jaxson Dart, man. I will say. So, if we drop the quarterback and we miss, we set this team back 5 years. That's the biggest thing, Pete. That is the biggest thing. You don't want to walk away with a quarterback that's not good or miss. Only few teams can select the quarterback, miss, and be okay. One of those teams is the 49ers. That's about it. That's about it. They traded up a haul to get Trey Lance, and we know what that is right now. Trey Lance is not even on the team anymore. But when you take a quarterback, man, it's a huge deal. It's a huge deal. Definitely, if we take Jaxson Dart, he's not starting this year. He's going to sit behind Russell Wilson. I would love for him to learn behind Russell Wilson, and hopefully next year he's ready. But hey, you gotta start getting ready, man. You gotta start getting ready. Man, we better get Sanders. NYB. What's going on? Listen, it doesn't look like Sanders is likely. It does not look like Sanders is likely. That's something I will say. I don't know. It just seems like they don't like him. They don't like him. Jaxson Dart is the news right now, man. As of this morning at 10:18 Eastern time, trading up in the first to get Jaxson Dart. Now, the trade has to go through. That's one thing, right? Like, the trade has to happen, and the trade hasn't happened at this point. It will be definitely something that happens during the draft. But, man, that would be huge. It's Authentic's quarterback. His quarterback is Jaxson Dart as well. He is a number 2 quarterback for him, too. I did peep that. I did peep at him as a QB2, but there was a big gap, man. There was a big gap, and the grade on Jaxson Dart is definitely in round 2, but we know what it is when it comes to quarterback. Dan Graziano's tweet. Did he just drop one? Let's check it out. I need a Bluetooth keyboard. Every time you guys see me reach up forward, it's because I have my keyboard super far from me. It's crazy because Sanders is a winner. I'm tired of the Giants settling. We need to get rid of this coach and GM. I will argue. I will say they should have been gone already. But man, that'll be the move, man. Right now, man. What is your gut feeling, man? What is your gut feeling? Because you already know when we take Jaxson Dart, it's going to be about why didn't they take Shedeur Sanders, as NYB is talking right now. We take Jaxson Dart, the question is going to be why didn't they take Shedeur Sanders? And Shedeur Sanders and Jaxson Dart will be linked for the foreseeable future. And the biggest thing is hopefully they're not both busts, but hopefully the Giants make the right decision. That's the biggest thing. Hopefully the Giants make the right decision. Hopefully they get to take their quarterback that they like and it works out. Because if not, you're going to have one team that walks away with potentially a great quarterback and one team that walks away without a good one. Shout out to Big Blue United. I'm seeing the tweet now. I was looking for it for a bit. Giants have settled on Dart as their preference at quarterback. Dan Graziano on ESPN. It's the biggest thing. When I go on his page, I'm not seeing too much, but Jaxson Dart to the Giants. That's what it's saying. Jaxson Dart to the Giants. That's what it's saying, man. Think about it. The defensive scheme we have is trash. If we get Carter, it doesn't mean he's going to come in the NFL and do what he did in college. I would say this is my biggest thing, right? And granted, I'm not a GM. I'm not a coach. This is my biggest thing. And I've been preaching this for the past couple months talking about this draft. The New York Giants need talent. We need talented players. I really don't want to have a player that is scheme dependent. I don't want that. Taking Abdul Carter at 3 is not because he fits your scheme. It's because he's a talented player and he's the best player at that position. So walking away with Abdul Carter, I'm really not worried about the scheme. What he knows is to get after the quarterback, and that's what he should do on this team. I don't care who his defensive coordinator is. I don't care if it's Wink. I don't care if it's Bruce Arians or Bruce Arians is the offensive coordinator. But I don't care who it is, man. Get the talent on this team and let's put them to work. Scheme dependent is for certain players, right? Quarterback, super important on what scheme they run. You can argue with Deontay Banks. He's a man corner. Now he's in his zone coverage. As a pass rusher, man, you're rushing the passer. I don't want to hear anything about scheme. So nothing against what you said about the defensive scheme. Is overall, I want dogs on my team. Dogs that it don't matter what scheme they're running. Malik Neighbors, it don't matter what concepts you give him. He's a class A talent at the wide receiver position. You throw him in there. I heard Neighbors was hinting in an interview he wants Milroe. That's been the thing. So Milroe was on with Kay Adams, and they talked about it, and he said, he would love to play in New York with Malik Neighbors. But you think about Malik Neighbors and Milroe at the end of the game when they were dapping each other up and Milroe was embracing him. Look at Tibbs. Tibbs, I will say, man, he's for the number 5 pick, not a little bit underwhelming for sure. But my opinion, I think Abdul Carter coming into this class is a lot different than Kayvon Thibodeau. Abdul Carter is the number 1 and the number 1. Kayvon Thibodeau had 2 guys go above him. And up until this point, I will say both of them have played better than him. Hutchinson out in Detroit, and you got Walker out there in the Jacksonville. He just had 10 sacks, I believe, last year. Walker went crazy. So we're talking about the 3rd edge rusher in his class versus the number 1 undisputable. This guy should be a beast. Do you remember Bills fans going back crazy when Josh Allen was drafted and now everyone loves him? I would say it's hard, Korean. It's hard to compare him to Josh Allen. That's hard. That's hard to do. Josh Allen is in a class of his own, especially even as a prospect. But I will say, hey, you never know till they're on the team. That's going to happen for Jaxson Dart. Appreciate you subscribing, bro. Appreciate you subbing up. If there's anyone in here that's not new or that is new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, man. We're trying to crack 3K soon. We're trying to crack 3K soon. Tonight, we are going live at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:45, my bad, 7:45 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you guys are coming through. It's going to be a watch party for the whole first round of the draft because the Giants are not sticking at 3. It's looking like we're trading up today. That is a move. Any quarterback that the Browns pick, that's where you kill it. That's where your career is killed. Bro, I'm hoping we get Dart. Shout out to you, Just One. What's going on? I'm hoping we get Dart being slept on. Once again, I was talking about Dart 3 months ago. Make sure you check out that video if you haven't, man, right here. If you want to see me talk about Jaxson Dart, I mean, I'm here to talk about it live, but check out this video. I dropped it in the chat. Definitely run that video up if you haven't already. Kind of went more in depth on the quarterback himself. I'm going to go ahead and pin that comment too if anyone interested in watching that one. Should be pinned at the top. That is my video talking about Jaxson Dart. I don't want you to click off of this stream, but have that in your forefront if you haven't seen it already. Carter would light a fire under Tibbs' butt. That is a fact. I loved Allen when he came out, no lie. Are we talking about Josh Allen, the pass rusher, or the quarterback? Josh Allen, the quarterback, I'm assuming. Hopefully this season we can win some football games. West End, I need that more than anybody else. I need it more than anybody else. Last 2 years have been so sad out here on YouTube, man. You get a star player in Abdul Carter. Listen, this pass rush, there's no excuse for it not to be good. No excuse for it's not to be good. No excuse. There's going to be a lot of rumors today. We got another one here. Jaxson Dart isn't going to make it past the Saints at pick 9, a source told. I don't know if Sleazy's still in here, but shout out to Sleazy commenting under it. Jackson Dart isn't going to make it past the Saints at pick 9, I'm told. Don't know how much I believe that. But you're going to hear a lot of things today, man. You're going to hear a lot of things today. There's a rumor going on that John Mara wanted Josh Allen quarterback that year and the front office did not want him. I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. Because Josh Allen was taking the same draft as Saquon, I believe. 2018. Believe it was the same draft as Saquon. So, I mean, everyone was in love with Saquon. Look at how we screwed up the Mahomes pick. We took a freaking tight end. Yeah. Yeah, that's facts. John Mara wanted Josh Allen to be Eli Manning's replacement. What's good, bro? Jabari, what's happening, man? Jabari, where have you been? Shout out to you popping in on draft day. Any predictions on our record this year? Listen, I'm going to let you know. To running back, 7:45 Eastern time. After we make our pick, I'll drop a little prediction. That's what we're going to do. I'll drop a little prediction. After we make our pick, I'll drop a little prediction. I'm so pumped we are here today on draft day. That's what I'm saying, Pete. Jabari saying Saquon was a mistake. Yeah, man. I remember we talked about it on chat last time. Saquon was the mistake. Jaxson Dart, man. Jabari, what's your thoughts on Jaxson Dart, man? While I got you here, what's your thoughts on Jaxson Dart potentially being the pick? Once again, y'all, I'm getting behind whoever we draft. I'm really not mad at any of the prospects. I'm gonna be on at 7:45 West End. 7:45 tonight. The draft is at 8. I'm gonna be live at 7:45. So tap in. Did I miss? I think y'all spam me at the same time. Peter, don't get yo. Korea, chill out, man. That's crazy. And I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for tapping in. We live tonight as well. Make sure you pop in for the live. There's gonna be a lot of content creators going live. Would love it if you guys pop in with me. I will be live tonight at 7:45. Watch party for the whole first round. Make sure you come through. I should be live for a bit tomorrow night as well. I was planning to go live the whole time, and I got a gender reveal that snuck up on me. So crazy to say. I'm just like, dang, that timing of it is insane. But I'm definitely gonna be live tomorrow night as well. I think I'm gonna go pre-draft and post-draft as well. So yeah, man. 8 p.m. is a draft. 8 p.m. Eastern time, y'all. 8 p.m. Eastern time is the draft. If we go Dart with the third pick, I don't know how I'm going to feel. I really want us to trade down. This isn't the draft to get a quarterback unless it's in the second round, and it's Milrow. Wish we were the first pick, but hey, we just had to beat the damn Colts. Shout out to Malik, man. Shout out to Malik. Malik tore him up. So, yeah, man, I just want to get a little temperature check on you guys with Jaxson Dart. That's looking like what the pick is. We'll see if anything else happens. Man. Overall, I will say once again, I will be live tonight. Make sure you pop in. Had to go live at 10 a.m., but we should have a bigger crowd tonight. And make sure you guys are tapping in if you haven't already. Jaxson Dart, get ready to be a New York Giant. That's what it seems like it's going to be, man. I'll catch you guys tonight. Yeah, have a great one. Be here in T-minus 10 hours because we will be live reacting to that pick. I'll catch you guys.